on, guys? It's Deathstroke here. Hey, in today's video, we are going to give my thoughts on the beta as a whole. All right, so first, we're going to cover the PvE aspect. All in all, I thought the PvE was pretty good, although it is getting a lot of really bad comments from people about how things were driven, that it's not the best that they could have brought to the table, which I agree. I don't think the strike was that much fun. I do love that it was very, very long compared to Destiny 1 strikes. I think that the mechanics were kind of cool in the beginning, and how you have the death trap, so to say, where you go to the mining area, and how there's different layers and a bunch of different enemies and stuff like that. But when you get to the actual boss, it is very lackluster. I love that you got to travel the entire pretty much area around you and go find cool things like the Atheon door, at least the door with the Atheon symbol, and just use the portals, fuck around in the little milk puddles, so to say, and try to see where you can go. I thought that was amazing. It was cool that they didn't set the boundaries really tight so you could explore a little bit. The downfall was once you actually got to the final boss, it really just seemed lackluster. It was kind of like, I'm here, I'm going through these 3 tiers of facing this wannabe Atheon with no rhyme or reason. There's no reason. I don't really have a ending result of why I'm really facing this guy. And then they say that this planetoid, the little area I'm on, would have been destroyed. And it's like, oh, okay, so why did we stop this again? Don't we want these things to be destroyed? So I don't really get the rhyme or reason. The story was great because it had purpose, but the strike as much, the dude is a bullet sponge, and you just face him with pretty much generally the same mechanics through all 3 layers. There were slight changes when he punches the ground and does the fire stroke. You know, your character can get burned, but you learn right away that the pillars in between, I think there's like 4 or 5 of them surrounding it. If you stand on the middle part of it, you don't take any damage, and you can kind of glitch on the very top of it, and you also don't take any damage. So with that being said, I think that the strike could use some reworking. One thing I did notice that was really cool, I was trying to catch footage of it, but my capture was acting up. And you can really use thumb skill in PvE a lot more than you could in Destiny 1. So in Destiny 1, thumb skill was not really rewarded in PvE. Snipers, they pretty much hit you no matter what you did, especially in things like Nightfall. Them being aggressive apparently made them way better of a shot than they actually would be. And I hated that because you couldn't strafe and shoot. Even if you strafed, you were going to get one-shotted if it was arc burned by an arc sniper, etc. But in this, I mean, I know it wasn't a Nightfall, but you were really able to strafe the shots, even of the main enemies. Once he switched to a non-splash damage type shot, so in the first stage of facing him, he kind of has more of a splash damage element. So you're not gonna thumb skill away from that, because even if you go left, he's gonna hurt you a little bit. So when you move right, you're still gonna get hit. All right, so I thought it was kind of cool that I practiced it a lot playing the strike, is that on the second phases, you can really just thumb skill your way out of it, move left and right, forward and back, and dodge almost all of his shots. And that's something you didn't see in Destiny 1. Definitely not. So that was definitely cool and a plus side to it. The first story was amazing. I don't think anybody said anything bad about it, and it felt really smooth. There was a variety of characters that you got to face. Everything just felt really smooth and free-flowing, and it was fun no matter which class you picked, just because there was different ways to take people out. Whatever power weapon you wanted to choose, you could be that far sniper and get on top of buildings and get on top of little ramps they had in the hangar, and that was a really cool way to do things. Versus Destiny 1, you kind of did things always the same. It'll be like that in the end in Destiny 2, but I want to give it kudos for the story mission just seeming like it had such a great worth. All right, now we are going to move on to the Crucible. All right, for the few people that watch this damn thing, the Crucible I thought at first was kind of a pain in the ass because it's different, but it was already warranted that was going to be the case. So after practicing and figuring out which weapons were really high in the go-to list, The Nightshade was really good. The pulse rifle that fired fast was really, really good, and I loved it because it was really forgiving. You could get a lot of shots downrange really fast, and if you missed a couple, you could just kind of hip fire it, which was the case and wasn't the case with Nightshade. But the downside was you did lose a little bit of range as compared to Nightshade. The Minuet hand cannon was really good. It was really powerful. I used the Better Devil, I think it was called. I was rocking that. The only difference that I really found was I think the range was a little down, and I think the reload was slower than the Minuet. But all in all, it was a solid hand cannon, and I loved using it. I rocked a hand cannon, and then the fast firing pulse rifle as my two main things, and then I rocked a sniper and had a lot of fun with it. Alright, I think the sniper definitely could use a flinch reduction, but I like that it makes sense. I hate in Destiny 1 how you don't get flinched. You're being shot. You're not going to be able to calmly take sniper shots while being shot. And I know a lot of YouTubers keep saying, don't have as much flinch on a sniper rifle. It's because, I get it, it's a video game, but they've never fired a gun probably at all. So if you're getting shot, you're probably not going to have the steady, calm, fucking breezy shooting that these people want. And I love that they added that. So, you know what? If they want to keep the flinch the way it is, I will gladly accept that because it makes it worthwhile. You shouldn't shoot someone with 4 shots and then they pop a whip snipe on you, because in their screen, things were completely calm. While on your screen, you were fucking their face with about 21 rounds of whatever ammo it is. And hopefully you get that. That should make sense. I always thought it was really dumb that was a possibility in Destiny 1. Another cool thing about the whole Crucible side was a lot of people are saying that the supers felt underwhelming. I think the amount of super you got for killing people and doing well was underwhelming. I think that really sucked. You get it once, and like everybody said, you can't deny that you did get it usually in the last, like, I would say minute and 30 seconds, not 40 to 30 like a lot of people are saying. I usually got mine a minute and 30 seconds left on the map, and that just, it sucks because you know you only get one, and there's no chance for a second one. There's nothing. So in the end, you're still gonna end up using it within 30 seconds of other players. So I definitely think that could be corrected, and that they could just fix it to where you're actually getting rewarded for using skill. I love that they brought gun skill into the game. Gun skill was a thing that wasn't prevalent in Destiny 1. I'm sorry, it just wasn't. I switched back to Destiny 1 yesterday to go in there and play. Had an epic fucking fun time when I wasn't being sticky. Luckily, it only happened like twice, but that was prevalent. Just fucking people that don't know how to play love whipping around the corner, peeking out, and then throwing a sticky grenade and moving on with their lives as if they did something. Well, that took 0 skill because their tracking in Destiny 1 is ridiculous. It's just a waste of time for everybody. So now that they got rid of that, they added gun skill to where you actually have to fire the person on, whether it's your primary or secondary. You actually have to use a weapon primarily. There were a lot of hit detection errors, and there was a lot of stuff that could be fixed with actually just people not taking any damage at all. But all in all, the beta was a beta, so you can't expect the world from it. It sucked that we were playing the older build, as a lot of people were saying, but in the end, it's probably because it would have probably taken a lot of work to give us the freshest build, because that was not what was in the works. That was not what was delivered to the dispersing company that delivered all the betas. However that worked, it would have probably taken a lot more work than meets the eye. So all in all, I think that the beta, especially Crucible, was a definite success. One last thing on the Crucible is the fact that people are talking about that they don't like the assists counting as kills. And I can agree and disagree. I think that I want the assist to count as kills, but with a different regard. So if you go with Battlefield, I think Battlefield did it best when they switched from 3 to 4. In Battlefield 4, whenever you got, I think, 75 to 85% of the person down, their health, you took it, then you were responsible for that kill. And I think that meant something, because I've had literally people troll me, follow me around, and they see that I have 2 bursts of a 3 burst pulse rifle, and then they pull 1 hand cannon shot and they take my kill. And I watched my wife do it to where she freaked out because it's the same thing. You're doing all the work and you're gonna finish it, and you can't speed it up. So like dumb comments where people make, oh, we should have killed him faster. How the fuck do you want me to kill him faster? It's a 3-burst pulse rifle kill, and I've only used 2 bursts. So I mean, you can't speed up the weapon, you know. So I think that it should be more driven like Battlefield, to where it is a percentage based. So 85%, 75%, somewhere in there, to where if you get that much percent, it counts as a kill. Not if you just hit them once, because if you hit them once, you didn't do anything. You like saw a dude running, you hit his leg, and then you get a kill. Like, no, like you didn't commit to the battle, and you didn't commit to the chance of dying, thus you shouldn't get anything. Alright guys, well that's it for that. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like, please share if you can. It doesn't take a lot to do anything. To just help me grow this channel a little bit more. Trying to put out videos consistently. I think I missed a day. That's because I was uploading to another channel, but I'm really trying to step it up and deliver good content. So if you could drop a like down below, it would be much appreciated. All right guys, thank you. Till next time, Deathstroke out.